Today is Tuesday, the 26th of July, and I've not actually done much of a vlog like this since we've been back because there's been several that were in the pipeline, and I've had to try and sit on my hands a bit and not do this type of vlog until we're through the vlogs that are coming up. I think there's several more to come. I'm um, having one of those days where you take one step forward and two steps back. So I've decided to stop stepping. I put the shark over earlier, and as fast as as fast as I was doing it, Mark was in and out with dusty feet because he was mending these shutters, and this floor here was dirty and dusty, and he's going in and out, and I'd hoover it, and then he'd be in again. And it reminded me of, for the British people that will know this, of, reminded me of that. Oh, God, he's watching it every fucking night. Last of the Summer Wine, Thora Hird, and Wesley, who has to step on newspaper. So we had a bit of a banter, because it's banter when we nag each other. Bit of a banter, and he went, "Well, you didn't put news," and I went, "Well, we don't have newspaper." So yeah, I gave up. I thought, oh, fuck this. And in the end, I locked the doors and said to him, "If you want to come in and out, come in through the kitchen because the floor's lighter." And I'd mopped the kitchen, but it was like I won't be able to see the dusty footprints. So I've given up on mopping. I've done the sharking down here. That'll have to do. Then I started doing admin. I've been trying for days to get into my URSAF account to be able to pay the cotisation, to put in my first return for my YouTube earnings. And I just can't log into the account. And Joe was here on Sunday sorting out the iMac for me, which is running, and I'm managing it fine. Yeah, she was here Sunday, and I said to her, "See if you can," and she couldn't log in either. It it's it's frustrating, isn't it, when stuff like that seems to conspire against you. So I got a reminder from URSAF this morning, about I can put in my return, and I've had to message their support saying I can't log in. Send me, and I'm so stressed by it. Send me a paper form, because I used to do it on paper, much easier. Send me a form, I'll fill it in and send it back, and you can stuff your website up your bum. So I'm waiting for them to deal with that. The problem is, as I started thinking I'm going to do this vlog, it's now, what did I say? It was the 26th of July. We're just coming up to August. So if you want anything done, anything addressed, or you want to start sorting anything out, it's pointless now. August is a month of many, many people on holiday. We're still waiting for a quote for the shutters from our local builder, and he's not come back with it. We had a quote some weeks ago now from a company in Memorion, and I've just been through that, and we've decided not to have this pair of shutters replaced, because actually they're not in bad nick, and he's just repaired them, and they just need a good rubbing down and painting, so that'll save us some money. And he's currently working on the side of the house where the shutters are. Again, they don't get much sun on them, and they're in good nick. So they've just sort of drop a bit, and these have got, you can see, I can't point to it, but you can see the Z, and that keeps them straight, although they had gone off a bit. So he's re-straightened them because they were scraping and now they're not, so they just need rejigging a bit. And the same with the ones on the side of the house, they were scraping, so they haven't got Zs on them. He's putting in the cross member, and he'll put those back, so we won't do those. And the upstairs shutters are fine, so we won't do those. So I've just knocked the quote down by half from the company in Memorion. So their quote now is around about £5,000. I need Pascal Giptier's quote. We've had the quote for the ceiling and the repainting of the ceiling and the painting of the shutters, which comes to around 10 grand. But it's pointless me chasing anybody now. I sort of was round there whilst Mark was taking the last shutter off at the side there, and thinking I need to contact a company about putting in a micro station to replace our very, very old fosse septique. And that's pointless. It's pointless me even implementing that, so I won't do anything yet. So yeah, it's just pointless now until September, and then the country starts picking up again, and things start happening again. And by September, we should have the money to start all these jobs. It was supposed to his mum's house was supposed to exchange contracts or complete on the 19th of July, but there was a delay, so we'll get there. So obviously, with us being away and whatever, we went away just as shitbag Boris was being a shit. Well, he's always a shitbag, isn't he? So there was no ranting from me about that. And now, he's resigned, but still apparently prime minister until they replace him. And somebody had written on Facebook that it's like leaving Harold Shipman in charge of his surgery until he's goes to court. That's like, what a fuck up. Unbelievable. And now there's Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak both fighting to see who can be the most right wing. It's a terrifying and terrifying for people that live in, well, they don't, probably lots of people don't realise it, but it's terrifying for people living in the UK. I don't live in the UK, so it's not something I need to be worried about, but the country is really, really suffering with Brexit, and these two candidates are not. It's time the Tories went. It's time there was a chance for Labour to do something different. The Tories are just running the country down. All of the money's going to the rich people. There's no money going to the poor people. And winter's going to be the telltale, isn't it? When people are trying to work out whether to heat or eat. And poverty. I mean, poverty's really bad in the UK anyway. Has been really bad for a long time. And the problem is people like me and say my sister and people in my bubble, it doesn't impact on us because in relatively terms we're quite comfortable off. But so I don't see the poverty. I don't see people struggling, but I know there are people struggling, and will be loads more people struggling. And I just think, how do you live like that? And all you hear from politicians in the UK and in America is that, if you work hard, you can succeed. And that's absolute fucking bollocks. That isn't how it works. It isn't, there are people in the UK working 3 jobs. That's hard work, working hard just to keep their heads above water. It's not about working hard. It's about greedy fucking government taking all your fucking money. So I've missed it. I have missed ranting. So here I am ranting. But yeah, I dread to think what winter will bring. I'm tired, and I shouldn't be, because we've both slept well overnight and slept well overnight. Oh, didn't sleep well last night. Well, the night before. We got up yesterday morning, having not really slept well, knowing that we needed to go to, we thought Poitiers, but actually it was Châtellerault, and it was an easier journey because we didn't actually go into the city to take the bat to the rescue centre. And it wasn't the rescue centre. What you do is you drop the bat off, or animal, or whatever it is that you're taking, to the vet's mum and dad. So you go and knock on the door of this old boulangerie, and eventually, and then you ring the number on the door because nobody comes. And then eventually Dad came to the door looking well pissed off, took the box off us, dropped it on the window ledge, mumbled something, gave us a leaflet and said my daughter will pick it up at 1 o'clock. And that was it. It was like he didn't check the bat in the box. I don't think we're going to get any feedback about the bat. But we did what we did. And I made a donation because obviously, you know, those sort of things, those sort of associations that are rescuing animals, lots of cat rescue places, lots of dog rescue places, but not sure how many wild animal rescue places there are. And it was really nice to know, now we know if we do have something like that arrive in the garden, we know where to take it. I not sure, but I have emailed and said it would be good, please, if we could have some feedback, an update or something, because I would like to know what was wrong with it. I think it probably had an injured wing, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Other than that, it's been cooler the last, well, yesterday and today, although it's a little bit warm now, but it feels autumnal, and I know it isn't, and I know that's just because it's been so hot, but quite often you get to August and it begins to feel a bit autumnal, and it just has a sense of autumn today, which I don't mind. I won't be saying that in the middle of winter when I'm thinking, oh, how many more times have we got to light this fire? Well, not light it, because we keep it alight most of the depth of the winter, but it's really nice not having the fire alight, because it doesn't get so dusty indoors unless you've got a husband walking dust in. But yeah, it does feel quite autumnal, but I know that the summer will stretch on through August and September. The whole of France now, all but very few departments, is under strict water restrictions. We can't take now, you can't even take the car now to be washed at the car wash. And you can only wash your vehicle for hygiene reasons or safety reasons. So it's like, obviously you can wash your windscreens and your headlights, but apart from that, no car washing. I think we can still water after 8 p.m. and before 11 a.m. I'm not sure, plants in pots and things like that, but we've just got to be really careful because it is really dry. When we a couple of days after we got back, we had some really heavy rain and we had storm, which is something you will have seen now because I did some vlogs of that. But it's not really made any difference. So there we are. Oh, that feels better. I've had a bit of a rant. I've had a bit of a catch up. It's frustrating not being able to bring you back up to date and bring you back into the here and now. And I could do that, but I think it would become confusing. But I think there are only, there's a couple of vlogs I can move that aren't necessarily needed to maintain continuity, but I think there's another driving down overnight vlog to come. I might have a fiddle around with the rest of them, and yeah, I might do that because I'm frustrated by the lack of that I'm trying to keep some continuity. We all know that I went away and came back and didn't built up some content beforehand. So right, okay, I'm going to go in now and carry on playing my game, getting on fine with the iMac. The only problem for me with the iMac is it's I'm like this, and that's not good for my neck. So we've lifted my seat up and I've got something under my feet because my feet are off the ground. I went to have my eyes, I had my eyes tested in the UK, and I went on Saturday to order new glasses from the Optic 2000 in Chauvigny. I might get them on Saturday, fingers crossed. If I don't get them on Saturday, I won't get them for another couple of weeks because they're about to close for 2 weeks. But once the new glasses come, my reading area should be extended because these are varifocals and my short close bit is here, and I think it gets, which is why I'm doing this with my head. So I hope the new glasses will help as well, but I need to watch my neck. Otherwise, I feel very lucky to have an iMac, and it's quick. It's really quick compared to my laptop. So I'm very happy. Thanks, Viv. Okay, all done. A plus.